Morley.
Katy, your hair looks marvelous that way.
Thank you, Mrs. Morley.
We should go to a PTA meeting every week. Well, shall we go? We don't want to be late. Good night, Mother.
Good night. Hey, Dad, you're famous. Look.
Well, imagine them running this.
What is it?
Oh, just a publicity photo.
Of Dad and Gia Abendanza. You know, the Sicilian sex pot. The Sicilian sex pot?
Well, she's just an actress who happens to be in town.
You don't know her?
Certainly not.
If you don't know her, why is she sitting on your lap?
My lap? But she's sitting on the arm of the chair. Yeah, well, Congressman Lazari, the chairman of the Farm Committee, brought her into my office to ask me to speak at the Columbus Day rally and shake hands.
That's a very funny way to shake hands.
She's a friend of Lazari's. What am I supposed to do, punch her in the nose?
That would be very difficult while she's sitting on your lap.
Daughter.
Sometimes I think fate is determined to keep Katy and your father apart.
That's a dirty trick.
I've tried everything I can think of. Oh, I wish your grandfather were alive. He'd know how to handle it.
He would?
He could handle anything. Flood, famine, depression.
Oh, I can believe it about floods, famines, and depressions, Grandma. But do you really think he could get Dad to propose to Katy?
Absolutely. He would say to him, son, you're a good man and a fine public servant. But in certain ways, you're a blithering idiot.
He'd say that to Dad?
That's only the beginning. He'd say, son, how can you spend 5 minutes with a beautiful, vibrant young woman like Katy and not ask her to marry you?
Well, golly, Grandma, why don't you talk to him?
He wouldn't listen to me. This is a man's job.
I guess you're right.
Someone whose advice he can accept. Someone to talk to him man to man.
And what about Katy's father?
Someone he admires and respects.
He's always saying how much he likes Mr. Holstrum.
Someone who's close enough to him to be... Stephen, I've got an idea. What about Katy's father? Heaven knows Mr. Holstrum wants this marriage.
But I just said...
I'll write and ask him to come and talk to your father.
Gee, that's a swell idea, Grandma.
Stephen, will you be a good boy and go and fetch my stationery?
Welcome home, Mr. Morley. I brought you a nice cup of hot coffee.
Oh, thank you, Katy.
Is there anything else you would like, Mr. Morley?
Yes, a few more hours in every day.
Oh, the people in your office, they let the work pile up on you so.
Well, somebody's always getting married or having a baby.
Mr. Morley, perhaps I could help out.
You, Katy?
Why not? I'm not married or having a baby.
I'd be delighted if you could spare the time.
Oh, to assist a congressman of the United States is my patriotic duty.
Then I am a very lucky congressman indeed.
What shall I do first?
I could use some help on a speech I'm researching. You see, Congressman Lazari...
The friend of Miss Abendanza?
I've never heard of her. Yes, he's organizing a Columbus Day rally. He wants me to represent the Midwestern states.
Oh, you should be very proud.
Frankly, I would like to please him. His committee can do my farm program a lot of good. And you know how important that farm program is to me.
No, so much so that you lose sleep over it. I will do research so your speech will go down in history.
Thank you, Katy. Oh, I've got some notes here I made on Columbus. Perhaps you could fill them in down at the Library of Congress.
Oh, I will do it first thing after lunch.
Katy, you are remarkable. You're intelligent, efficient, conscientious.
Also obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Katy, there's a letter for you.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Morley.
From your father.
Well, how did you know it was from her father?
I recognize the writing.
Mother?
Well, I always read the backs of envelopes. I find them patterned.
Mama and Papa are coming to Washington.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, they will be here tomorrow.
Oh, perhaps they want to see the cherry trees.
Well, they're not in bloom.
Perhaps they want to see them not in bloom.
Mother, where's Katy?
Putting Danny to bed. She'll be down in a minute.
You didn't have to bother making a fire, Mother.
Oh, it'll keep you both nice and warm. Soft lights and a fire go well together, don't they?
Katy and I have work to do.
Oh, that's nice.
We're going to go over the research she's been doing for my Columbus Day speech. I think we can do without the music, Mother.
Oh, I read somewhere that it makes people more efficient.
More efficient at what, Mother?
Didn't say.
Suppose you've got some champagne chilling in the refrigerator.
As a matter of fact, I have.
I have completed the research, Mr. Morley.
Oh, Katy, I can't thank you. Well, let's see here. In 1492, financed by Spanish Queen Isabella, Christopher Columbus of Genoa, Italy, revealed to the old world the new land of America discovered earlier by Leif Ericson. Leif Ericson?
Yeah, from Sweden in the year 1000.
What Ericson found, Columbus made known. What Ericson had seen, Columbus told to all Europe. Katy, are you trying to destroy me?
Is there something wrong, Mr. Morley?
Do you expect me to tell a Columbus Day rally on his birthday that Columbus didn't discover America?
But he did not.
Katy, Columbus discovered America. Any school child will tell you that.
Any schoolchild, yeah. A student of history, no.
Miss Holstrum, in America, certain things are sacred. Motherhood, the flag, and the fact that Columbus discovered it.
Leif Ericson discovered Columbus only visited.
Katy, listen.
I can show it to you in black and white. But of course, if you don't want to speak the truth.
I am a practical politician, and even if this Ericson did happen to bump into America...
He did not bump into, he found.
But it just so happens that Christopher Columbus...
He bumped into on his way to India.
I simply cannot use this information and offend Congressman Lazari.
The congressman who brought Sicilian sex pot to your lap?
Katy, I told you that picture was nothing but publicity. She doesn't know me from Adam. Miss Abundanza means nothing to me. I've never seen her before, and I never will again.
Darling, I have found you.
Abundanza.
Lucky dog. Good evening, Katy.
Good evening, Congressman Lazari.
I hope you do not mind our barging in like this. It was Gia's idea.
Tonight, my studio throw a big patch for my beautiful new picture.
Oh. Gia needs an escort. She nominated you.
I adore a politician. Twice already I have married him.
And who's to say the third time may not be the charm? Shall we go? That's you, Katy.
Oh, excuse me. Katy, I guess we'd better go over this in the morning.
Yeah, I understand. No sacrifice is too great for your farm program.
No, it isn't politics.
Yeah, I've heard it called the art of the possible.
Well, that's right.
And tonight, darling, anything is possible.
Everyone's very talkative this morning.
If you'll excuse me, Mother, I'm going up to the study and work on my speech.
Some more coffee, Katy?
No, thank you. I must also work.
There's no hurry. I know you're upset about last night.
Only because of Leif Ericson. Certainly not because of Sicilian sex pot.
Certainly not.
I would not make up lies about Christopher Columbus, not even to please Mr. Morley.
Mr. Morley is a politician.
Does that also mean he must be a fibber?
No, it means that he mustn't be so undiplomatic as to tell a gathering of Italians that America.
But the Swede did discover.
As a matter of fact, the Swede did not discover. Ericson was a Norwegian.
Oh, Mrs. Morley,
I can prove it to you in black and white if you like.
That won't be necessary. In the year 1000, there was not Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. There was just Scandinavia.
Well, that's
so at the
approximately
time of
correct,
which we speak, Norway was Sweden. So America was discovered by a Swede afterwards.
Whatever he was, other than Italian, Glen doesn't have to say so to all those people. There's no point in disillusioning them about Christopher Columbus.
Disillusioning them?
It's like going to a kindergarten at Christmas and saying there's no Santa Claus.
Kiss Kringel. Also Scandinavian. Well, I do see your point, Mrs. Morley. Congressman Lazari is organizing rally, and he can be helpful with Mr. Morley's foreign program.
He can indeed. So there's no point in antagonizing him, now is there?
No, there's not. So you know what I will do now?
No.
I will go upstairs to Mr. Morley and tell him he can make fine speech about Christopher Columbus.
Good for you.
Without ever mentioning that America was discovered by Leif Ericson.
Well, is this a social visit, Mr. Holstrum, or have you some other reason for coming to Washington?
No, I have other reason. I came to,
Yes, Mr. Holstrum.
well, I do have other reason. So I get right to the point.
Good, because I have a speech to make this afternoon. I would like to go over it just one more time.
You're going to make a speech?
Yes, to the annual Columbus Day rally.
Oh, Mama would love to hear.
Well, you're both more than welcome.
Thank you.
Now, about this point that you're so anxious to get to, Mr. Holstrum.
Well, Mr. Morley, this is matter which requires great tact.
Tact has a way of being time-consuming. Why not just blurt it out?
Mr. Morley, how do you feel about reclamation?
Reclamation?
Yeah, land reclamation.
Well, I'm in favor of it.
It's just the way I feel.
Well, at least we agree on that. Is that all that you wanted to talk to me about?
Mr. Morley?
Yes, Mr. Holstrum.
Mr. Morley, how do you feel about subsidies?
I'm in favor of subsidies.
Good. Very good. It's just how I feel, and Mama, too.
I'm glad we're all in such agreement on these matters. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Mr. Morley, Katy is fine girl.
Oh?
She is smart in head, pretty in face like Buttercup, and has kind heart.
She's also obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Yeah. So, I think I go help Mama unpack. Excuse, please.
Papa, did you suggest to Mr. Morley that he should marry Katy?
Mama, the congressman is very busy man. He has got speech to make.
Oh, yeah, Papa, I know, to rally for Columbus Day. What did Mr. Morley say?
Say about what?
Himmel, about Katy.
There was one who spoke of Katy.
But did you tell him that she would make a good wife for him, yeah?
Well, he say some nice things about Katy. Yeah.
What did Mr. Morley say?
Well, he say more nice things about Katy.
Papa, you did suggest that he marry Katy, did you not?
I did not.
You did not?
No, I did not.
But, Papa, why?
Mama, I am very considerate of Congressman. First he make his speech to rally, then I make my speech to him.
Are we early? No. Glen will be here in a minute. He went to a luncheon at the White House.
You hear that, Papa? The White House.
How has he been treating you, the congressman?
Fine, Papa. You're fine. Mr. Morley's fine.
Oh, here's Glen.
Who is that fancy woman? She's a movie actress from Italy.
Mr. Morley likes her?
Oh, no, Papa. She's just helping him with his farm program.
She? Helping? On farm?
It must be a different kind of farm, Papa.
Buddy, did you have a nice lunch?
Oh, yeah, Tucker. It's very nice. You also had a nice lunch.
Well, she invited herself along, and this was no day to be rude to Italians.
Of course not.
Of course not. We've got some seats for you right down in front. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think they're just about to begin.
Attention, may I have your attention, please? Friends, we are gathered to celebrate the birthday of the man who made it possible for us to be here today. Our first speaker is my distinguished colleague, Congressman Glen of Minnesota.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, today we honor one of the giants of history. I refer, of course, to Christopher Columbus in 1492. Financed by Queen Isabella of Spain, Christopher Columbus of Genoa, Italy, sailed across the Atlantic Ocean and discovered America. Queen Isabella contributed...
What is he saying? Leif Ericson discovered.
But without the magnificent courage of Christopher Columbus, the voyage would never have taken place. The old world would never have known about the new world because until Columbus, it was a dark continent, untouched, unknown.
Leif Ericson knew 500 years before.
I'd like to interrupt.
The Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria.
3 ships he had.
And because
Leif Ericson had only 1 rowboat.
a world of spacious skies, of amber waves of grain. For all these, we thank Christopher Columbus.
Leif Ericson!
Christopher Columbus of Italy.
Leif Ericson of Sweden!
But down they put you in Yale.
No, in America they don't put you in Yale if you tell the truth. The congressman is wrong. And no man who thinks Christopher Columbus discovered America is going to marry my daughter. Please, Mama.
Some allergic. You come to Washington to fix things up for Katy, and you ruin everything.
They do not ruin. They only tell truth about Leif Ericson.
You tell truth at the wrong time. Mr. Morley will be so angry with Katy he will never speak to her again.
You know, Katy, for the sake of Swedish-American relationships, I'm beginning to wish that Leif Ericson had discovered America.
I'm sorry for what Papa did at Raleigh.
So am I.
You were angry with him.
Well, yes, I am, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Besides, I admire a man who cares enough about anything to get people angry with him.
Well, Papa's very good at that.
He's also very proud of Katy.
Yeah.
Only this morning he was telling me about your virtues.
What?
Yes. She is smart in head, pretty as buttercup in face, and has kind heart.
Well, Papa should not say things like that.
There's only one thing wrong with what he said.
Oh, what's that?
You're much prettier than a buttercup.
It is hopeless. Mr. Morley will not want a wife who is the daughter of such a head-hot.
Head-hot? He was only trying to talk to Congressman about marrying Katy.
No, you talked to the whole rally about how he will never marry her. He's lucky that you did not chase him down Pennsylvania Avenue with a pitchfork.
He did not mean it, Mama. He was wrong. To make a mess out of everything.
Yeah, you do.
Well, what should I do now?
Apologize. Yeah. Go downstairs and apologize. Papa?
Mama, you're all right. I am going to go right downstairs and walk up to Congressman Morley and say, I apologize. Don't you worry, Mama. I am going to fix everything. Mr. Morley, I want to say something to you.
Yes, Mr. Holstrum?
I apologize.
And that is why I still feel that it is not propitious for me to marry at this time. But when I am ready, I can assure you both that I will manage to propose all by myself. I won't need your romantic music, Mother, nor your cozy fires, nor the iced champagne. Thanks, anyway. Nor, Mr. Holstrum, will I need you to remind me what a fine wife your daughter will make for some lucky fellow someday, very soon, you hope. When I am ready to take a wife, I won't need any of your prodding plots or tricks. Is that all quite clear? Good. That will be all, then. Oh, except for one other little thing. When I do decide, it will be Katy. If she'll have me.
Yeah, she will. When she is ready.
Katy, the farmer's daughter. You can't resist that gal. She's country style but city design. Got a smile that's sprinkled with sunshine. Look at the farmer's daughter. She'll perk up your morale. Her brand of charm is so disarming. Frowns turn upside down. The old Odette to Sweden. She's just what we've been needing. So glad the farmer's daughter came to town.